Hey guys, welcome. Tim here. Having a cup of Cafe du Monde coffee from New Orleans. Old New Orleans coffee shop that's been down there by Jackson Square since I think 1862. That's where you get the beignets, which is the little French donut thing with powdered sugar all over them. You need to try those if you're ever down there. Those things are awesome. But anyways, having a little coffee. And the other day when I was doing my my last video last week, I realized that I had just passed my 1-year anniversary in this whole DE wet shaving thing. Rabbit hole, as you guys like to call it. And I thought, yeah, I'd do something different. And then it got me thinking about, my whole shaving process. And I thought, I've got this old razor. And when I got here, well, let me back this up a minute. After I started DE shaving a year ago, May 2018, 2 or 3 months in, I was cleaning out my bathroom, going through my drawers and stuff, and I found this right here, Gillette Atra. And this thing had soap scum all over it. You couldn't read where it says Gillette up there. Couldn't read that, nothing. I mean, it was just hammered on. And I realized this was the razor I bought when I was a senior in high school. I bought this thing in 1977, I think right after Christmas or right after the first part of the year. I remember buying that, and came in a little case, and it had a little single thing of blades. I think it had 4 blades or 5 blades or something. It might have had 2. I can't remember. It had a few blades with it. And I believe I paid $4.95 for it. It wasn't very much because, I was probably making about $1.65 an hour pumping gas at that time, part-time after school kind of a thing. But anyways, I thought, well, it'd be cool to do a shave with this. So I found I've got a little wire brush, but it's real fine. It's real small, and the wires are real fine. It's not stiff and harsh. And I just kind of started lightly, along with some water and soap, and I just really easily went over this thing, and it did a really nice job. It got a little bit of wear right up in here, but it did a good job. And I mean, I used this razor from 77 till into probably the mid-90s, because I moved into this house in 1990, and what happened was, if my memory serves me right, all the multi-bladed cartridge razors started coming in, and I had a hard time finding blades for this. And if you could, they got expensive. The Atra blades got expensive too, so I kind of said screw that, and I just started buying those throwaways, the Gillette, the blue ones, the Good News, or whatever the hell they're called, and I used those up until last year. And I think I've told you guys this before. I was just on YouTube one day, stumbled across a GeoFatBoy video. I don't know how the hell I did that, but there's this dude on there shaving this GeoFatBoy, and I started watching him, and I think that guy's kind of cool. And then that led me to all you other guys that I've met, and that are like friends, family almost. So, anyways, I thought I'm gonna do a shave with the first razor I ever bought. Because I used to go up into like my dad's bathroom, and he had everything. He had Schick injector, he had some Gillette DEs, he had Track 2, and in those days in the 70s, the old nostalgia thing like that we think so cool now, wasn't that cool. Everybody was into what's new, and the Track 2s and the Atras and the pivoting head and all that. That was the shit. That's what you used. Now the cool thing is to use the stuff that was old. So, but anyways, so I found some blades. I was at the store, and they had some Atra blades. These are Personas. So this isn't an exact throwback shave, because these have the luber strips, and I know my first blades I don't think they came out with the luber strips till the early 80s, but I didn't even see any Atra blades that had without the luber strips. So anyways, so these aren't Gillette, these are Personas, but the good news is, as we're sitting there reading them, these were cheaper, and they're made in the USA, and the friggin' Gillettes are made in China, so I thought, whatever, I'm buying the American ones. So load that up. there it is on there, right there. And then, if you guys are still with me on this, I know this is going to turn a lot of people off. I had to get a can of Gillette Foamy. Now I didn't use Gillette Foamy a lot. This would have been up in the old man's bathroom, and if he wasn't around, I'd have snuck up there and used it. Because this was pretty good. You know, I was using Colgate, because it was 79 cents a can. I could get Colgate for 79 cents a can, and so, you know, when you're 17, 18, making $1.60 an hour, you're buying the Colgate. This was probably about $3 a can or something, $2.50 or whatever. And the other thing you had was Noxzema. That was nice. I liked the Noxzema shave cream. It was pretty awesome. And I've still seen that around. I should probably have picked one of those up. But anyways, I haven't used this stuff in years. When I was shaving with the disposables, I would always use what the hell is it? Edge, the gel stuff. I think it's Edge. I use that quite a bit. But anyways, enough of my bullshitting and talking. I'm going to get a little water on my face and see if I can make this work or not. We'll find out. A little bit of that in there. Smells good. But yeah, the Colgate, that wasn't very good. And just remember the old man, he'd always bitch at me because I'd be up there in his shaving cream, using his shaving cream. And I got shaving cream in my hair. Alright, I got a bunch of this. I'm just going to set that on the edge of the sink. Rinse my hands off. Get the friggin' hair out of the way. Alright, let's give this a shot, guys. Gillette Atra. I got shaving cream all over me, too. You can tell I've never done this before. Alright. I'm going to guess the last time I used this razor was probably about 93, maybe. Tell you, these are a no-brainer. Just throw them on your face and start sawing. You can give this to a 5-year-old. Now that I say that, I'll probably cut myself. Yeah, man, I was all giddy when I found this thing. I was running around the house, and Robin's like, "What the hell's wrong with your waist? You know, look at this." She's like, "Yeah, it's a razor." I go, "It's my first razor." I don't think she was that impressed. Tell you what, guys, it's pretty comfortable. No tugging, nothing. Pretty comfortable shave. Probably a 2-passer. I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever did 2 passes back in the day. It was just, you know, one and done. And I don't recall my old man doing 2 passes when he used this stuff. that almost got me. I wreathed on myself pretty good right there. Yeah, I did. Look at that, nick myself just when I said a 5-year-old could do this. Told you I'd do that. Yeah, we'll do 2 passes. Definitely didn't get everything. So let's go back to the cream that I put here in the sink. In fact, I'm going to get a little bit more. Yeah, look at that. That's perfect. I called that. May have to break the... That might be styptic pencil worthy. I think it is. All right. I'm just going to go against the grain. I think we'll do 2 with this. Call it good. I'm liable to bleed out if I do any more. That's almost embarrassing. Of course, in those days, I didn't have... I had a stash, but it wasn't quite like this to deal with. Oh, yeah, that's close. Got everything. That's as good as cut as I've had with a NED. I'll have to look at that. I might have the two marks from the 2 blades. I remember getting those from time to time. The double hash mark. All right, hang on. Let me rinse off real quick. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's almost as good as a 3 passer with a DE that I get. It's a little bit, but that is more than respectable. And then I picked up today also some British Sterling. Now, this was the go-to stuff back in the day, man. I loved this stuff. I had the cologne. This is the aftershave. And this is not the stuff I used. It's a big difference. to me, this smells like old school Old Spice from the old days. I've got Procter & Gamble New Old Spice, and this smells like what this used to smell like. I'm going to have to see if I can track down some of their cologne. I've seen some of it on eBay, a little bit of it, but a lot of it, like the bottles have, content, and you don't know what the hell's in it. It could, somebody could have peed in it, so I'm a little bit leery of that, or just dumped water in it, So anyways, I just went with, what's available today. I got this at Walmart. I thought it was kind of funny because it was in the glass case, locked. I had to go get the manager to unlock it, and it's $11. I'm like, really? You're locking up $11 aftershave? It's in there with the Dakar and the Tommy Hilfiger and, the more expensive stuff. And then here's this $11 British sterling. But anyways, I loved this stuff, back in 75, 77, back in the day. This was my go-to. And then the bottle looked pretty similar to this. It didn't say British sterling on there. That was just chrome like that. And this is glass. I thought that was cool because hardly anything's in glass anymore. For $11, I mean, the Old Spice that's in plastic, I think I paid $9 something for it. So, yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's, cool container. So, yeah, definitely. Maybe it'll change it. I got about enough to choke a horse. Yeah, good stuff. Not bad at all. Other than slicing my chin open right there. But, hey, that's what I get for spouting off. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Picked up a few new subscribers this week, so that's cool. Thank you guys for doing that, and welcome. And leave a comment, say hi, and go get some of this. You can get this on Amazon. It's like $7-8. It's got chicory in it. It's awesome. It's really smooth. Doesn't you don't get that acidy thing. Sometimes if you drink a lot of coffee, and I drink a lot of coffee, sometimes it'll kind of work on your stomach a little bit. This stuff will not. Coffee and chicory, it's awesome. But anyways, thanks again for watching, and I will see y'all down the trail.